We're going to begin today with a live look at El Paso, Texas, where the mayor has declared a state of emergency in response to growing numbers of people seeking asylum there. Title 42 is set to end on Wednesday. It's the pandemic-era health code that allows border agents to expel migrants. Officials in El Paso are preparing to see as many as 6,000 migrant crossings per day. Stephanie Haynes is live in Texas with a look at how officials are preparing. Stephanie, I guess the state of emergency is just the beginning.
It is, Mitch, and Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he's really ramping up border policies in advance of Wednesday. And so state agencies, law enforcement, Border Patrol, and humanitarian organizations are all descending upon these border towns, especially in El Paso, where that state of emergency is going to open up the state to be able to send personnel, resources, shelter, and transportation. Data from El Paso shows there are more than 3,000 migrants in Border Patrol custody, and officials there say that by Wednesday, they could see up to 6,000 migrant crossings per day just in El Paso. And hundreds are getting released to the streets because there just isn't enough capacity to process and house them. Other border towns are facing the same crisis, such as Eagle Pass and Laredo. And on top of it all, it is supposed to be extremely cold here in Texas this week, below zero wind chills in some parts of the state by Friday, some forecasters say. And so it's really a scramble to get ready in time. A federal appeals court declined to delay Title 42's end last week, and that means Wednesday is the day unless there's another appeal or the Supreme Court steps in. The Biden administration says it is preparing to deal with this crisis in a humane way. It's also calling on Congress to pass comprehensive immigration reform, but no immediate solution. So far, Texas has spent $4 billion on the situation at the border in this program called Operation Lone Star. And Governor Greg Abbott last week is calling for the Attorney General here to investigate some NGOs. Those are humanitarian organizations, after he says there have been reports of them helping cross migrants illegally, but we reached out to his office for more clarification and haven't heard back. Mitch.
Well, Stephanie, we just heard from Governor Abbott there in that soundbite that you tossed to. I wonder, is he just planning to have these migrants come across the border and send them right back out to other states on buses?
Yeah, that's still a question, Mitch. We reached out. We haven't heard back. But so far, his office has sent more than 14,000 migrants to cities like D.C., Chicago, Philadelphia, and New York. And actually, the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, sent out a statement in advance of Title 42 saying that there needs to be a better plan. The city can't deal with this. Writing in part, I refuse to be forced to choose new arrivals over current New Yorkers. I'll say it again. We need a plan. We need assistance, and we need it now. Now, separately, the mayor of Denver also declared a state of emergency after hundreds of migrants arrived there earlier this month, saying the city is just on the brink of all of its resources and its personnel. Mitch.
Wow, after a few hundred compared to thousands coming across every day there in El Paso. Stephanie, thank you for that report. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.